right before face-off. Alright, welcome Mountain Vista sports fans. My name is Ian Hudgens, and alongside me I have...
Jake Torres.
And today we're going to be broadcasting the Mountain Vista Thunder Lacrosse game.
Nice day for lacrosse, pretty hot day. Definitely nicer than what was supposed to be our last one against Cherry Creek.
Yep, that one turned out to be a disaster with a nice snowstorm, but today it is a nice, cool, about 65 degrees.
Gonna be some hot turf though for those players.
I can't speak from experience. That turf does get hot when it gets a little too warm out.
Looks like we already had a false start.
Good start. All right. Now I'm just carrying it behind the goal here. Looking for an opening in that Thunder Ridge defense. Jake, are you able to tell us what kind of defense Thunder Ridge is running right now?
At the moment, they're running a box defense, which is, as you can see, the defenders are sliding. They're not chasing out on man. They're just trying to protect the passing lanes.
Right on. And you see it is working pretty well right now.
Yep, that's why Mountain Vista is constantly passing the ball. They're trying to get them to break that formation. That way one of them could cut in or they can take a shot.
Yeah.
And you're going to see it go around the outside multiple times until, just like now, he's trying to roll in.
Shot. Far behind, and that will be
Mountain Vista's ball.
Yep.
Back at X.
Ooh, nice spin move. Mountain Vista trying to set up a screen there.
A lot of spin dodges already for Mountain Vista.
Yeah, it does seem to be their
Go-to.
specialty, yeah. Ooh, penetration. Nice save by the Thunder Ridge goalie. And that was number 17, Cody Birch. He is also the captain for this Thunder Ridge team.
Makes a lot of sense. A lot of goalies are captains because they command the defense.
Yep. All right, Thunder Ridge looking for an opening here. Pass around the outside, same as Mountain Vista did before.
Looks like Mountain Vista is playing man-on-man. You can see how the defenders just followed their man. This led to the middies also closing into the center. Definitely not the defense I would say is stronger.
Because of that?
Yeah, in all honesty, the main issue with man-on-man defense is just like we just saw. It leaves a lot of lanes open for them to cut through, and if the defender is slower than their attackman or midi, they're going to be able to cut in faster and take those shots. Whereas with box, you're basically just surrounding the goal and making sure no one can get inside, as opposed to just one person.
You just cover those passing lanes, yep. Box does seem to be the more effective strategy here. And as Mountain Vista does fall to a 1-0 deficit.
Going to have a face-off with number 22 on Thunder Ridge, Nathan Morris. And number 13, who is
Landon Nolta.
Yep, on Mountain Vista.
He's a senior this year. And I believe he's the backup face-off man for today. Oh, excuse me, he's number 1. And Thunder Ridge will win possession. Oh, we have a slow start here from Mountain Vista. They're still...
They seem a little lagging in energy.
They do.
Again, Thunder Ridge, as you can tell, they have multiple people in front of the goal right now. And they're just looking to get it to those guys, which with man-on-man, the defenders aren't watching the passing lanes. They're just trying to watch those people, which could definitely be a big downfall point.
Yep. Ooh, drop the ball. Mountain Vista trying to regain possession. And no one's able to scoop it up. Oh, falls free again. And
That Simon May, #1 on Mountain Vista, has to be careful with his hits. He's throwing a lot of overheads, which could lead to, if he hits a kid in the head, overhead slash could get us some penalties.
All right. Griffin Bonjean taking it slow here.
He's trying to cut in right now. The best way to break up a box defense is for the middies and attackmen to be constantly moving.
Ooh.
Just like
Big hit there.
That's one of the only ways they're going to be able to score in this game, because box is such a solid defense. They're going to have to constantly be moving. If they're just standing still passing it around, it's very easy for box to control the lanes. So with Thunder Ridge there, it confused them a lot when you saw them just running like crazy, because then the defense aren't sure if they're supposed to slide or who has the ball, just because of how chaotic it can get.
Right on. And Mountain Vista did score on that last possession, and we'll have another face-off at midfield.
Tied 1-1, only about 2 minutes 10 seconds into this game.
Seems like we're gonna have another good Thunder Ridge Mountain Vista rivalry today.
Mountain Vista's possession.
Mountain Vista playing it on that far side.
Once again, they're setting up so they can get it around the outside and start to break apart the defense.
Hit. Ooh.
That's completely legal hit. It was a push, but he didn't trip him or
Mountain
anything.
Vista regain possession.
Good save.
Save, and it'll be Thunder Ridge ball. Thunder Ridge trying to take it quick here. Trying to get a quick strike.
Get a really good clear, too, about the 35 line.
Yep, but decides to pull back and let the offense reset.
Defense right now, as you can see, is just trying to stop the cutters from getting in.
Shot.
Now, that right there is one of the scenarios where man-on-man does work well, is when someone tries to cut through 4 defenders, hit once, and they all just sandwich him. Other than that, in my experience, there has not been a lot of good defenses in games that have been won by man-on-man.
So would you say Mountain Vista is more of an offensive team this year?
It's hard to say. Our offense is definitely working really well. They're able to break up box defenses. The defenders themselves are throwing perfectly legal hits. They're doing very well. It's just hard for me to say that in this scenario their defense will hold up, just because man-on-man has a lot of flaws.
Seeing Jack McFarland looks like he has a good clearing there. Able to get it to about the 25 before he finally gets rid of it.
Good catch. Again, Mountain Vista is going to start cutting in, just trying to confuse the defense.
Mountain Vista got inside but lost possession there. And they'll regain it back at the 35. Jack McFarland once again.
No, you watch, the defense is starting to get scrambled here. They're trying to find open men, just watch their lanes. But because everyone's moving so fast and just passing the ball, it's hard for them to do that.
Shot. And that will be wide left.
A huge thing I have noticed this year so far, just with Mountain Vista shots as opposed to last year. So last year we used to like to take a lot of shots from the outside, where this year our middies and attackmen are actually trying to get on the inside, which are going to increase the amount of goals we'll actually get in the game. Outside
seems to be a good thing. Trying to focus more in on that solid attack instead of taking however many shots they can a game.
It's definitely good. The problem with outside shots is, just like we saw a couple seconds ago, is they can go far right, far left, or they could even just hit defenders and not go in. I speak from experience on that, too. Mountain Vista could possibly retake possession right here.
Thunder trying to get a hard press, but loses the ball here. We picked up by 8, and that's Griffin Bonjean.
Right now they have a fast breakaway. They're going to take shot.
Ooh, poorly timed shot there.
Well, he tried for the bounce shot there to get around the goalie, but he hit it too far on the right side of the goal.
Yep.
Mountain Vista coming in with the ball.
Trying to play it on the outside as I have for the majority of this game.
Right there, that's why box is normally good. You notice how the defender just swatted down the ball and blocked the passing lane.
He did mention before that is the main thing box defense is really good at is closing those passing lanes, making it harder for the offense to try to move the ball into the goal.
Yeah, we have a timeout, Mountain Vista. Looks like possibly an equipment check on number 14, Ryan Nunes. Ref just took his stick, so looks like all of them are conversing about it. So far, a really good game. Score's still 1-1, 5:07 left on the clock.
Now, Jake, why would they be checking his stick? What is it considered illegal? What would be considered illegal? How about that?
Well, some things that could be considered illegal is it depends how deep the pocket is.
Okay.
If the pocket of the stick is way too deep, the ball is easier to cradle with, and it's harder for it to get knocked out. So say a defender checks them, and the ball's just kind of locked in there because of the pocket. Another thing could be, I know they've changed a couple rules over the past years concerning tape.
Okay.
Like, I believe you're not allowed to tape your end caps on anymore. So if he has an end cap that's not staying on or stuck by tape, that's something else that could be considered illegal equipment.
Huh.
I doubt this is what it's being used for now, but smart coaches will actually use their equipment checks to actually work as another timeout, give their players a rest. But it's way too early in the game for that, so I'm guessing Thunder Ridge has some suspicions. It does look like they gave him the stick back, though, so it looks like everything's fine.
Looks like he is all clear on that one.
Mountain Vista still has possession. Mountain Vista's starting to get very aggressive. You can see that the middies and Tackman all have a sudden burst of energy.
I think that's good after a little short timeout. Trying to figure out what to do against that box defense because it seems to be working pretty well against them right now.
Like I said, box is one of the strongest defenses in lacrosse. Main way for them to break it is whenever they pass off the ball, they should immediately run in for a passing lane and switch with someone.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to break through that defense. It can confuse the goalie, and you could even get a couple fakes off.
I missed the point press there, and Thunder would go up to midfield, and Thunder will take a timeout here.
It's very interesting considering that they just had the timeout with Mountain Vista. Not even the whole minute went by. About 40 seconds just passed.
I guess. Guess Coach White didn't like something he saw out there, so.
Yeah, another good thing to mention is this year, instead of Coach Monroe, we have Coach Chris Herron coaching varsity. I looked a little into him before the match. It turns out he works for 3D Lacrosse. He's coached high school students before. I think it was it might have been Fruta. I don't actually remember. I know it was another high school he coached. But so far it does look like his offensive skills are working a lot. Because like I said, one of the main issues we had last year is just all the on the outside shots. But this year our middies are actually cutting in. They're using dodges. They're just trying to do everything they can to get as close to that goal before they take the shot.
Yep.
Now, I will say I still disagree with him using man-on-man defense.
It does seem to be less effective than that box defense. Seems like players will get lost trying to...
Well, like I said, too, if a man manages to get away from a slower defender, they're immediately able to have a free man open. There's nothing they can do to stop that. Where if box,
it's almost like you'd see in basketball, where man-on-man is... I'd see it as poor because... a lot of dudes are faster than other dudes, and it just doesn't work as well.
That's why box is good, because let's say the ball's on the right side of the field, they just slide over. That's all they need to do. Thunder Ridge is currently just passing around. You can see right now, man-on-man, they're trying to do it. And like you just noticed, Simon May just managed to run past his defender and pass the ball back to X. which definitely could lead to him being open. It just depends how fast he is or how willing he is to sprint.
Yep. And this early in the game, I don't see why he wouldn't want to sprint a little bit past that defense.
Thunder Ridge almost just lost the ball there to Mountain Vista.
Oops, shot and goal.
That was made by
Number 25
on Thunder Ridge.
Lucas Lopez, the sophomore.
Now, a interesting thing for us to mention is Jake Ward, who is normally number 32 on Mountain Vista, is actually wearing the number 2 jersey. That is to honor the coach that died about 2 years ago, Coach Herman. Whichever player does the best during practice, they get the honor of wearing that jersey, which was also Coach Herman. So it's very nice, especially because Jake Ward is a freshman. It's good to show his determination for the sport.
Yeah, I believe that is a good thing here for the young men to be stepping up, and especially for Mountain Vista to be having that tradition. Oh my goodness, did you see that check? Number 4, Jack McFarland said, "Get off me."
Now, the thing that worried me about that for a second is it definitely looked like it could have been called as a shoulder, but ref, I guess, didn't see it that way. It did definitely look like a thrown shoulder.
I did see more. It looked like he threw the forearm a bit more, so I guess that's what
That
the
is
ref was
also
saying.
illegal, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Thunder Ridge just running it straight up the middle, passing. One of the main rules I was taught in 9 years I played lacrosse is you should never pass to the center when you're trying to run the ball downfield.
Ooh, nice swat there. All right, continue.
Main reason I was saying that is just because that's the most vulnerable point, whereas let's say you can find an open midi on the sides or even just toss it to one of your defenders so they can run it up. The sides are less guarded. All the middies are running downfield in the center because it's going to be the quickest pass.
Yeah, it seems like the centers will be very easily closed in on at that
very
situation.
congested.
Yeah.
So if you pass it there, it's a good chance that you'll turn over the ball.
All right, Thunder Ridge dancing around here. Shot wide right. And ball will go to Mountain Vista.
It's going to be a clear from the bottom left. Surprisingly, the defender just turned it over to Jack McFarland. Reason I say surprisingly is instead of just clearing the ball, they're having him run it up. Which he did with no struggle at all. Just honestly, I would rather have a defender pass it downfield to someone who's close to the goal instead of someone who could get it turnover just because he gets cornered by 2 middies.
Yep. Poor handling there by the freshman. And the ball will go back to Thunder Ridge.
So far, it's just been a lot of back and forth, out of bounds.
Yep. Seems like neither team can hold on to the ball for a very extended period of time.
Now, you'll notice the goalie did come out of the crease. For those of you that do not know, he's not allowed to set back into the crease while he has possession of the ball.
Ooh. Nice spin move there.
You'll see
Lucas
right now,
Lopez.
Mountain Vista's defense is trying to set back up because they weren't ready for that fast break. Again, Mountain Vista's going to have the clear. I believe that is Jonah Hirschhorn. And goal, yep. My main issue right now is it's just a lot of turnovers. There's not a lot of,
Hold up, shot. Ooh. Looks like he was aiming for the uprights there.
What I think happened, it did look like he was going for a field goal, huh? What I think happened there with Joe Currington was I think the defender managed to hit his stick mid-swing, which just made the ball pop out.
Do it.
Now, one thing I noticed both teams aren't doing on defense, which is something that personally I think they should utilize more, is the poke check. I see a lot of pushes, which are good, but the poke check can just keep people away from you, especially at the length of a defender's stick. And then they could also get the ball to drop out more. It's hard to keep cradling when someone's constantly jabbing your stick, and
Yeah.
it seems like neither team is
Shot.
using that.
Little left. Now this will keep possession with 30 seconds left. Trying to get a goal here and tie up this game going into the second quarter.
Good roll
Shot.
dodge.
Wide right.
Mountain Vista.
19 seconds to go
Mountain
now.
Vista just keeps shooting way too far to the right. These past couple shots have all just been to the right.
Yep. And then the clock will keep going. 15 seconds.
And the thing is, too, at this point, we haven't seen a lot of this of Thunder Ridge's goalies gameplay down low. It's possible that they should just
Shot.
start using bounce shots, and he wouldn't be able to defend against them.
Yeah. And the Hail Mary play. And that'll bring us to the second quarter. Your score at the end of one, Mount Vista 1, Thunder Ridge 2. And we'll be back with the second quarter of action.
So just
All right, we are back with the second quarter now. Mount Vista does have the ball, and as you can see, both sides have switched teams.
You mean sides?
Yes.
That
And
is
they
correct. The
swung
Mount
it out to
Vista
X
Eagles
there.
are now Thunder Ridge.
See, they're swinging out behind the goal here, trying to get the goalie on a distraction.
Trying to pass it to X.
Yep. Shot.
Ooh.
Ooh, almost the tip in there.
Number 44, Jake Govett, almost with a beautiful just pass into the goal.
Jake Govett chasing around the goalie here. The goalie takes it out and fires it a little far downfield. And there's a big collision for the ball.
I did not see a flag on the field, though. Almost looked like a push from behind.
Did kind of look like an incidental.
Mountain Vista is setting up for that clear.
Thunder Ridge not wanting to let him go.
No, those attackmen are furious. Their one goal is to keep the ball on their side of the field.
They're swinging it out the X area behind.
Flag on the field.
Oh, where did that? Ah. Like Mount Vista keep playing. Shot and goal. That was number 7, Cam Hancock. Great top shelf there. There is that flag on the field.
Looks like ref decided not to call that penalty after all, probably because Mountain Vista scored.
All right. So it was a penalty against Thunder Ridge then.
I assumed so. It looked like their defenders did a push from behind. A little hard for me to see, but that's what I assumed
Yeah,
happened.
it's a little hard from this angle we have right here on the lower part of the field.
teams setting up for the face-off.
Face off. Still loose, and Thunder Ridge wins possession. Thunder Ridge looking for a fast break here, kicking out. Mountain Vista defense gets set just in time.
You'll notice right now one of the middies just ran through to go cover a man because they are still running man-on-man.
Shot. Ooh, tried for the bounce shot.
He did try for that bounce shot. The main issue with it, though, is he shot it from about 15 yards away.
Yeah, it was a little far away.
It was, I'd say, a little more than a little.
Thunder still has possession here. Looking for the
Ooh,
swarmed by two.
stick.
Great look there on defense.
You'll notice Mountain Vista is playing very smart with their checks. They're not at all trying to go for behind checks, but none of them are hitting over the head, and they're still managing to.
Yeah, they're trying to go over the shoulder.
Yeah, they're trying to go over the shoulder. Only thing, like I said, though, poke checks would be really good because they could get in between the stick and the chest and force the stick out of
the play
their
was
hands.
almost good there on the dump off in the middle. Mountain Vista unable to hold on to it there. They still have possession, though, trying to drive it in, take the lead here.
Mountain Vista's just waiting for a midi to switch.
Yep.
Nice roll instead of a pass.
Whatever works. And kick out to X. Goalie's turned around right now.
Like I said, the goalie will turn around in order to watch X, so that's the point where Mountain Vista could have a ton of cutters.
It seems like it would be effective.
It definitely is with box defense because you have one less person watching, what's happening.
Yeah.
And more importantly, the goalie's not watching.
It seems like Coach Heron does know what he's doing on offense. And I say that, and Mountain Vista scores it.
Mountain Vista now holding the lead for the first time in this game.
Yep, and with 8:56 to go, Mountain Vista takes the lead 3-2.
Jake Ward scored that goal, making Coach Herman proud. Now, I will say again this year that Mountain Vista's defense is just, it's very good. I don't know if I agree with the man-on-man. I do think our offense has improved tremendously, though.
Yeah, it seems like they are more, let's say, keyed in on what they're doing instead of trying to, for every man for themselves, trying to score almost is what it looked like
I
last
would agree
year.
they're definitely passing more to each other, but I also just like the aggressiveness and the willingness to get in there.
Yeah, no, great face-off there. Mountain Vista wins a quick possession there.
Thunder Ridge is also
Fires. Ooh.
Thunder Ridge is also a man down, so this could be Mountain Vista's opportunity.
It looks like the ref will call something here.
Looks like the ref might have called goalie interference, which turned the ball over. I believe one of our attackmen stepped into the crease.
I see. Ooh, great juke there.
Fast break. Thunder Ridge still is one man down, though, so they're going to have to play this smart if they're going to break the defense because they will have one defender free at all times.
Mountain Vista, despite playing man, is still playing very solid defense today. They had their few ups and downs here in the beginning of the game, but it seems like they've really focused in now.
At the moment, they're playing kind of a mix of man and box. As you can see, some of the defenders are staying closer to the center watching the passing lanes, but some are still running man.
Interesting.
Might work out better for them. They might have switched it up after the 2 goals they let in earlier.
Yep. Oh, my goodness. The poor kid's getting destroyed over there.
It's like a timeout was called.
A good timeout there by Thunder Ridge.
Yep. Especially since that midi was just getting wailed on by two
by two
defenders.
bigger dudes.
It brings back memories. I remember hitting some kids. Okay, well, yeah, I'll bring it up if I notice him playing that.
Mountain Vista ready to go here on defense. Thunder is still looking for their plan of attack.
Well, you need to remember they still need to get the ball across the midfield line, so our defenders probably have some strategy that they're setting up just to be able to take back possession. Thunder Ridge is going to have to work out a way to get around the defenders. Ball's going to start just above the goal line on the right side.
I believe it's about the 14-yard line, just to give some perspective.
As you can see, they're switching back to more of a man-on-man pattern. Thunder Ridge is doing a very good job of working around the outside. Our defenders are just constantly chasing and also trying to watch the pass lanes.
Yep. They're trying to press.
Nice easy pass to Jonah Hershon.
Defender fires it down the field here. Mountain Vista running along the near side, trying to get a fast break here. They'll kick it out to Cam Hancock, which kicks it out to X.
Mountain Vista's just switching out some middies. That way they can have fresh legs on the field.
Yep, always good to keep your players fresh. Mountain Vista trying to use that behind the goal strategy. That almost set up a play. But he brings it out.
Once again, it is called the X position.
The X. I gotta get that. It feels unnatural to say almost. And it looks like possession will go back to Thunder Ridge there after on the out of bounds play.
Mountain Vista's defenders up at the top of the box. Or, sorry, attackmen. I forgot we switched sides there for a second. Thunder Ridge just waiting for one of their players to cut.
Yep, doesn't feel like opportunity's coming anytime soon though. And they'll kick it out the X, get Jonah Hirschhorn turned around. Fires from way outside. And to no one's surprise, that one went wide left.
Thunder Ridge's ball again, just because there's no one past the goal line to chase that ball from Mountain Vista. He's going to try to go for the shot.
Ooh, he slips and falls, and Mount Vista will jump right on that opportunity. Simon May taking it himself and fires. Goal, Simon
Beautiful
May.
goal. That's always one of the best parts of a lacrosse game right there, is watching a defender run it up and then score.
Yep.
Now, one of the things, and I speak from my experience as a goalie, that's hard to tell whenever you see someone take a shot with a long stick, is you have no idea how that thing's going to shoot, because the long sticks are meant to just clear it from one side of the field to another. So you'll notice when he took that shot, he moved his hands up on the stick. That way he could use it like a short stick. But with the goalie, that still throws them off because they don't know how it's going to shoot.
And with 5:38 left to go in this half, Mount Vista 64-2 lead. Mount Vista wins possession again. Cam Hancock thought about the shot there. Mishandled by
Not a good
Hancock.
pass by Hancock.
And he'll pick it right back up, though, so the damage is minimal.
It's like it almost never happened.
Just like it never happened. They'll kick it out to one of the two X's back there. Jake Govett, Hancock to the outside.
Mountain Vista's just trying to break up that defense right now.
Looking for an opportunity on the inside, but Thunder are just still playing it tough.
Honestly, the best thing they could do right now to break up this tight defense is just have two people cut at once. They'd throw them off.
Would be something. Mount Vista is still trying to play on the outside here. Just looking for that one open lane. And Mount Vista will just send that one.
Thunder Ridge's ball.
Yep. So with a minute passed on the clock here, but Thunder Ridge will regain possession with 4:38 to go.
Now, what I would really like to see the Mountain Vista offense do is just start having more cutters. They are definitely passing around looking for open pass lanes, but if they had cutters in, they'd just be breaking up the defense.
Would you call that the cutters more of a weakness on box defense?
It depends. It depends how focused the defenders are. If the defenders are focused, it's not going to phase them whatsoever. If they're trying to concentrate too much on sliding, it could definitely be a downfall.
Nope, mishandled pass there. Mount Vista fighting for it. Gets swarmed, and Mount Vista will take the ball back once again. Mount Vista trying to get the fast break here. Fires it to Hancock. Hancock shoots in. Top shelf shot is good.
5-2, Mountain Vista. 3 minutes, 52 seconds left.
Well, within this second quarter, I think Mount Vista has really taken charge, both on defense and on offense.
For sure.
The time of possession has really gone Mount Vista's way this quarter. I mean, whenever Thunderbirds has the ball, they'll give it away almost immediately. So.
Now, as I was saying, it is very easy to break up man-on-man defense, but the thing is, it almost seems like Thunder Ridge isn't sure how to do that.
Yeah.
They are treating it like it's a box defense, which you have to treat it completely differently. That probably comes from the fact that they practice box defense.
Yeah,
they're used to how to break around that. But
when you
not
practice
man-on-man.
against a specific defense, it really, and when you get thrown against another defense, it'll
Yeah.
really throw you off. I mean, I could speak from experience from playing football when I keyed in on what defense team is running, and they switch it up on the day of the game.
No, I think key that could honestly make a team great, especially in high school lacrosse, is if they practice both defenses. As much as man-on-man has more flaws, if your team you're against is using box, you could definitely use man-on-man if you have it practice, and they wouldn't know what to do against it.
Shot. Oh, my goodness. Mount Vista's just taking it here. And that was number 5. Once again, Griffin Bonjean there. I believe that is his first goal of the day. And with 3:18 and less than a minute, Mount Vista takes another shot, and the score is now 6-2.
Is that Jake Gubbid's third goal of the game? I think it's his second or third.
I believe it's his second. Because I know Hancock had 2 or 3.
Especially good since he's coming back from injury, he chipped his chin, so proves that's not holding him down at all.
Yeah, wouldn't hope so. And Inolta
Issue
flings
there
up the
is
ball.
He tried to cradle with one hand, but he got sandwiched, and they just managed to
No
pop out the
bueno,
ball.
and I believe that is a timeout for Mount Vista. And with 3:06 here left to go, Mount Vista still leads it.
Is there anything you specifically think that Thunder Ridge could do to get back into this, or no?
Well, Thunder Ridge, it seems like they are only, I mean, as you said earlier, they're really focused in on what their defense is. And it seems like really they're almost lost on offense. Like they're playing really solid defense, but with that time of possession Mount Vista has, it's almost like the Thunder defense is unable to keep up with how much time Mount Vista's had the ball.
Now, the reason we could be scoring so much on this Bucks defense, because don't get me wrong, Thunder Ridge is running it beautifully. They're
I know,
covering all
it
passing
looks
lanes.
fantastic.
They're doing great. Is I do know, at least back when I used to play for the high school, we practiced box. It's possible they still practice it, just the coach prefers to use man-on-man, so that's what they use.
It's all about coach preference, and when you can
True.
practice both that
And
defense
even
and
if
know the weaknesses of everything.
Even if they're not practicing it this year, all the seniors, juniors, sophomores, the ones that have played before on Mountain Vista's team, they've used a box defense. They know how to get around it.
Oh, absolutely.
So even if they're not practicing it this year, it's just kind of locked in your mind at that point. That's what all those practices
Yeah,
are
and
for.
after playing for many years, I'd hope these players should understand what certain defenses are. And how at least to counter them.
The other thing, too, that's good is you could see Jake Gubbett right there. He just pointed at another attackman to cut through. This sport is, personally, I believe, about 40% communication. Communication can make or break your team, especially on defense and offense.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that could almost go for any sport, but the pace of this game does not seem to be really fast, I should say. It seems to be really slowed in. Ooh, my God, good defense there.
Lacrosse is all about strategy.
Oh, it's 100% all about strategy. It seems almost not exactly like a chess match, but it's just keying in what your players are and how to attack this and how to defend this. And
You have to play to your strengths.
yeah, exactly.
right now, you'll notice that number 7, Cam Hancock, just tried to cut in again.
And I guess it'll lead to another Mountain Vista goal.
Yeah, that's like I said. The main thing right now is they do definitely know how to combat that box defense because they've used it before in the past. You'll notice that what happened is they passed it to X, they brought it around to that side, and because everyone was watching that side instead of continuously sliding and then watching their pass lanes, he saw the opportunity, he ran in, they passed it to him, and he took that shot.
Yep, that's the way it should work. All right, Landon Nolta has been fantastic today on his faceoffs. Let's see if he can get another one and put up another goal for Mountain Vista with 2:10 to go. And sure enough, he does.
Beautiful fast break right off of the faceoff.
Yeah. Cam Hancock mishandles the pass, but able to recover.
Once again, it's like it never even happened.
Yeah,
Thunder
right?
Ridge's defense, because they're running the box, wasn't willing to run out there and get it, and
Yeah.
thus break the box defense.
Govett there, chased down by the Thunder Ridge defender.
Thunder Ridge is just sliding beautifully, though, from left to right. They're continuously watching passing lanes. The issue right now is it just seems like they've lost a little bit of motivation with how much Mountain Vista has scored.
Mountain Vista seems to be just overwhelming them. Even we just saw right there, Thunder Ridge had a great defensive SWAT right there, and then Mountain Vista able to recover right again. So, shot, blocked, shot, nope.
Once again, Mountain Vista's ball at X after 2 shots.
See, I mean, Thunder just seems out of it right now, I guess, with their physicality
Yeah, I
and
mean,
willingness.
It's
I mean, they're playing
honestly
solidly.
hard to just let in 5, now 6 goals.
6
and
goals?
Still be
I mean, it's now 8-2.
honestly, even though I am a Mountain Vista student, if someone asked me to give their defense advice right now, I would tell them what one of my old coaches used to tell me whenever I would let in goals as a goalie, and that was he would ask me, what's the score? Of course, I'd tell him what the score is, and he'd go, no, we're down by 2. Pick it up, get back in the game.
It's almost like that mentality.
Now,
where
believe it or not, that was also my father.
I believe that's a similar mentality. I've been taught that the score is always 0-0. Play like each team's almost
See, now,
that tight on
I
each
was
other.
taught even if you're winning, you're always down by 2, so give it your all.
Yep.
That man also coached a lot of the seniors that are on this team. In
Really?
fact, when he still comes to these games, he'll scream at them.
And Mount Vista just keeps winning on these face-offs.
They're doing beautiful face-offs right now. Honestly, Thunder Ridge is like a tiny little speed bump on the face-offs. It's
Honestly.
not hard to get it away from them.
Seems like the attackmen have getting bored so far. Oh, nice catch there.
Ooh, beautiful block.
Beautiful save there by Jonah Hirschhorn. Yep, that's his name.
That would be his one and only name. Yes.
21 seconds there. Thunder trying to get another
Once
goal.
again, just shot way too high. That's the problem with the way he shot that was in the version of kind of a mini elevator shot. So as he shot it, it started to rise up. I think he meant to aim down more and have it do that, but he didn't.
Thunder just seems to have a lot of these opportunities to score.
Beautiful clear.
Beautiful. Ooh. Yep, and there's the flag on that one.
It's a trip and push from behind, so we'll see which one they call it on.
Though,
I would imagine push from behind, but
did look like it, so. But as we saw there on the attack from Thunder Ridge, it seemed like they have many opportunities.
now keep in mind, Thunder Ridge does only have 5 seconds left in this.
No, I don't know
half.
what you're talking about. No, but I've seen it several times throughout this game. They've had many opportunities from the right or the left of the goal, and they just can't get the full swing through, and it'll just go end up in.
It'll go up in the air.
It'll go up in the air, and Horshorn will get it. So
Yeah, I mean the other issue is they're just taking way too far outside shots.
yeah, I mean that's
Thunder
just
Ridge
bored.
has good shots, besides the ones that are of course going over the goal, but the ones in the earlier portion of the game, first quarter, those were great. They were in close. They were constantly taking shots in the corners of the goal, which are harder for a goalie to get to. It's just that they now all of a sudden have broken down. They're not trying to get in close anymore, and they're just constantly shooting from the outside.
Yep, and I mean, you see it in plenty of sports, especially seems like to be this one, a big one, where you get down a little bit, and a little bit turns to a lot, and you start getting desperate for goals and
Oh yeah,
more shots. So
lacrosse is one of those sports where all of a sudden the score, like we just saw here, can go from 2-2 to 8-2. Or it could be a game where it's just tied the entire way through. I remember, forget exactly who Mountain Vista was playing last year, but I remember we had a game last year where we lost in overtime just because the entire game was just back and forth, back and
Yep.
forth, back and forth. I think that both teams are playing well. I do think that Thunder Ridge needs to get some more motivation.
motivation and focusing a little
Um,
more, especially on offense.
Their defense also just has to be able to, like Box, they're doing great. They're watching all the passing lanes. The issue is though, Box doesn't protect against passing on the outside, which is why it's meant to watch for passes through the middle. So Thunder Ridge at this point is going to have to realize, hey, we're going to have to get a little aggressive when they're passing to the side. I should stick my long stick out there, catch the ball, and then run upfield.
I mean, that's why you do have those long sticks. So
That and to hit people.
that is what you do on defense. So
Yeah.
all right, and well, went a little into overtime, but at the end of one half, the score is Mountain Vista 8, Thunder Ridge 2, and we will be right back with the second half of action. All right, and welcome back to the third quarter of the Mountain Vista Thunder Ridge Laccrose game. To start off the half, Mountain Vista does still have a penalty on us, so
Sean Rosk started off with the ball for Thunder Ridge.
yep.
Again, it looks like Thunder Ridge was about to take a shot from the outside, which I don't know why you would fake that. You're obviously not going to shoot through 5 defenders.
What you mean you ain't gonna shoot through 5 defenders?
I mean, that would be a heck of a shot.
Yeah, right. And once again, that pass will go to John Hirschhorn. Thunder still trying not to let Mount Vista cross that 50-yard line. Ooh, my goodness. What a pass that would have been.
Now, even though that turned it over to the Thunder Ridge, he just did everything in his power to make sure that Thunder Ridge couldn't get the ball.
Ooh,
only to have
my
them get the ball.
goodness. Nice save by Jonah.
In case you,
that,
again, are new to the sport, we did switch sides again.
Yep. That possession was short-lived for Thunder Ridge.
Just like all the second quarter.
Ooh, ouch.
I mean, am I wrong?
I mean, no. Looks like we have an overcast now. It's nice.
Yeah.
Bet it feels good down there, too.
And again, Thunder Ridge is trying to confuse the defenders.
Ugh.
Now, I will say I'm surprised that no one has tried any fake passes back at X, especially to break up defense, so it can work pretty well.
I mean, doesn't seem like Thunder Ridge is really
Thunder
too
Ridge,
confident passing the ball right now.
So recently with their offense, it seems like they've become very timid. They don't like to run in as much as they did in the first quarter. And that was way too short of a pass. Mountain Vista's ball.
This is ball running up on the far side. Trying to get the fast break here. Kicking it off to Hancock. And Hancock will try to reset here.
You'll notice Mountain Vista is just starting to set up. They are trying to stretch out that box defense, but Thunder Ridge is doing a good job of keeping it nice and tight. For those of you wondering why I'm calling it a box defense, is because it's exactly as they sound like. They make a box out of their defenders and they guard the middle.
And that'll be a flag, most likely for tripping.
That'll be Thunder Ridge's ball. It looked like I wasn't. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
yeah, I was gonna say it was a call on Thunder Ridge.
I believe Jake Ward was trying to run in there.
Ref's hand signs threw me off for a second. I'm like, well, why are you saying the ball's moving that way downfield?
So.
Now, you'll see Mountain Vista's just trying to work it around.
Shot
beautiful.
From way far out.
What you'll notice they did right
there
is they passed it over to Jack McFarland, and right when they passed it, he ran in for the cut because the two defenders were like, oh, let's just sandwich him and get the ball. So he ran behind, he immediately passed it back.
And I believe it was Hancock that ran behind him.
Yeah.
Easy dump up, easy goal. And that'll make it 9-2.
That can happen on both man and box defense. As long as you can get the defenders to overextend their territory, you immediately have a shooting lane.
Yeah, you open up everything there in the middle. And once again, Landon Nolta's been fantastic today.
Yeah. Now let's see if Mountain Vista can win yet another face-off.
Ooh, this one's a fight. And yet they... Oh, hold up.
Ref.
What's the call?
Looks like it could have been a false start. Not too positive. I'm very confused on why they called that. Still is Mountain Vista possession, though.
Must have been a false start on Thunder Ridge then.
Yeah, they do have a player out still in penalty, but that was for the trip. Interesting. Ah, there we go. Unsportsmanlike conduct, so penalty for 1 minute.
Right on.
Well, that works in Mountain Vista's favor.
Yep. Man, kick out the X here. Now Vista pass around, almost getting a nice pass lane. Ooh, close shot. Great just defense there. Ref's gonna blow it again. Call it Thunder Ridge ball.
Well, that's because he stepped in the crease when he took that shot. So
I
it was
see.
goalie interference, so they turned it over. Oh,
No way. Oh, 2-on-1.
oh, and he
Oh,
saved it.
poor-
I don't know why they went for the up top left shot. They should have went for
Poor
a bounce one.
execution right there.
That was a beautiful fast break, and they just kind of squandered it with that shot.
Oh, now Vista
Oh,
gets the ball
but once
again.
again, here we go.
What do you know? Ooh,
Oh,
nice behind the
beautiful
back.
behind the back. Again, though, that Thunder Ridge goalie, Cody Birch, is just on top of those.
Yep, he has improved since the first half. And Jonah gives up.
Thunder Ridge just scored, now making the score 9-3. Mountain Vista winning. Honestly, I don't even know if I can be upset about that. I mean, we did just squander 2 opportunities to score on a fast break. So it almost seems like karma.
Almost, right?
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. I thought for sure they had it that second time, though. That behind the back was beautiful, but
That was gorgeous.
Cody Birch was just ready for it.
Oh, yeah, he read that like a book almost.
He was like, well, pass it behind the back. Better put my stick up.
Easy enough.
Again, another bit of advice people told me when I decided to be a lacrosse goalie. You got to be crazy to be in that goal. So, I mean, you are getting these rubber balls shot at you like rocks. So, you know. Mountain Vista just has the ball back at X right now.
Yep, they're Thunder's keep trying to press X back there.
X is something they need to utilize. It's just interesting that 3 of them went back to X right there.
It's a little poor communication, I'd guess.
It could be a strategy. It's possibly a play. I haven't heard a lot of play call-outs recently in this game, though. It seems like Mountain Vista hasn't really needed to use them, if I'm honest.
Hancock shot. Oh, that is not Hancock. That is. Can't tell
Number
that number.
6.
That's 6.
Joe.
Joe Corrington.
No, that makes it 10-3. Mountain Vista is still up by 7. The one thing that I find interesting about Cody Birch is he managed to completely block off those 2 fast breaks with no help from his defenders.
And the easy shot
And
right
then
there.
that easy shot straight to him just managed to make it in. Now, that could possibly be just defenders blocking his line of vision. It's a number of factors. When you're in that goal, like, they don't have the bird's eye view we have. You see whoever's in front of you.
Yep.
So, I definitely don't think he gave up that goal on purpose. Some factor in there. It just amazes me that he was able to defend not 1 but 2 fast breaks, and then that easy of a goal, which is the next shot, just happens to make it in.
Yep.
Here we go with another face-off.
See if Mount Vista will win another one.
You got to hand it to the face-off guys. It's very hard to get down that low and then just get ready to push against each other and get the ball. Looks like Mountain Vista, once again, had a false start. It's Thunder Ridge ball. Ooh, beautiful dodge. Too many defenders collapsed on him, though. So something interesting to mention right now with Mountain Vista's face-offs is we just realized that they put in number 40, Jackson Marshall, and he's actually our backup face-off guy for Mountain Vista.
Huh.
Maybe we just feel like we don't need our top-tier one right now with such a huge lead.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. Either way, both of them are good at face-offs. It's just maybe giving him a breather after that that second half where he just won every single face-off.
Yep.
Right there, trying to cut through the middle, but the defenders were watching him, so he didn't make the pass. They're starting to break up that box defense. Some of them aren't sliding because they're too worried about cutters.
Oh, my goodness. Faked out the goalie there. Who is that?
That would be Jake Govett, who just made. Maybe, next time, Ian, just memorize the rosters a little bit.
I can't see the numbers really from here.
Excuses.
Excuses, please.
Next time we'll bring you binoculars.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Anyway, Mountain Vista just won their face-off.
Again.
Passes it back to X. Right now, Thunder Ridge's box defense is just torn apart. You can notice how there's some of them just stretched out.
Yeah, they're way far out from
now
where
the
they should
issue, the thing with box defense is you have to keep it tight. Like right now, they could take shots from the outside and they'd have a better chance of going in than if the defense was tight.
Yep.
They're not in lacrosse. You should never shoot from the outside,
Ooh.
but in scenarios like this where it's wide open, you might as well. Thunder Ridge ball. Fast break.
And poor ball handling there. We'll give the ball back to Mountain Vista.
Number 25, Matt Perella running the ball up.
And that'll be
Thunder Ridge ball.
turnover.
They knocked it out.
Shot.
Ooh, beautiful save.
Nice save. Jonah got down low on that one.
Like I said, if goalies can play the down low, they're good goalies.
Yep.
Anyone can catch the ball up top. It all comes down to those down low shots if you can defend against them. Once again, back to X. Mountain Vista. Again, it just...
This defense is falling apart
yeah, right now I don't know if it's a lack of motivation or what, because in the first half they were beautiful. They were nice and tight box defense. They were doing fine. But now it just seems like they completely forgot how to run box. They're all stretched out. There's way too many passing lanes open.
Shot. Oh.
Even cutting lanes.
Yeah, that's... seems to be a problem right now, so...
You don't say.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, at this point, they're running more of a man-on-man defense, but not a very good one at that point.
I mean, it's not very good, so. And that one will be covered up by the goalie. He'll fire that one quickly out. Thunder trying to take these far out shots for unnecessary purposes, and that one will go through the soccer goal.
Yeah, at the very end, about 10 yards away. The main thing is right now, you can see that it looks like their offense is just getting upset. They want goals, but they're not planning how to get those goals.
Yeah,
they're just ripping shots.
Yep, they're playing frustrated almost.
Now number 25, Matt Perella has to be careful. I was watching his push checks there. His hands were pretty far apart, and the ref could call him on that. And let's see if the Thunder Ridge's number 25, Lucas Lopez, is going to try to take a shot again. He's taken like 3 within the past couple seconds.
Yeah, but he does have 2 of their 3 goals, I believe. So
he does. It's just, like I said right now, it's unordered chaos. They're not trying to pass to each other. They're just going for goals.
Yep.
You can hear the Thunder Ridge coach
Yeah.
just screaming for them to get open because they're not passing to each other.
I mean, I'd be frustrated if I was him too.
Yeah.
I mean, your defense is falling apart. Your offense.
Your offense looks like they're frustrated and they want to be lone wolves right now.
Yeah.
Completely justified in his screaming.
Excuse me.
Thunder Ridge is really just running the ball back up the field. Honestly, if Mountain Vista can get possession, they might be able to get a fast break before their middies could even get back across the field. Really what they need to do right now is, because Thunder Ridge is kind of throwing these sloppy passes, is they just need to stick their sticks in the passing lanes.
Yeah.
Mountain Vista could get it back and just run.
It's not even like Thunder's throwing good passes out, though. They're just throwing them kind
Oh,
of
there we
far
go
out.
right there. He tried to take a shot. Defender hit the stick, and he dropped it. That was number 27, Jordan Cutter, on Thunder Ridge.
Shot from way far out there. That shot was taken about the 25-yard line. And to no one's surprise, it missed.
I mean, I was a little surprised.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Oh, another far out
again,
shot.
Another shot from the outside, and not only on the outside, the far left side of the goal. You know how hard of an angle you would have to pull in order to get that into the goal from where he was?
I
Especially with the goalie's body blocking all but maybe like 2 inches of it. That was probably the dumbest shot of this game so far. Not to be mean, I'm just calling it as I see
I've
it.
seen a lot of them, so. Oh, ooh, is he gonna take a shot?
Once again, he was winding up for
He
it.
was
but
ready.
the
He was
Mountain
wanting
Vista's
to.
defense is just wailing on him. That's number 25, Lucas Lopez.
Lucas
Like
Lopez.
I said, he's just been winding up for those shots.
Trying to play lone wolf out here.
Maybe the 2 goals he scored has made him a little bit cocky. Who knows?
Yeah, I'd be a
Maybe
bit cocky
just
if
a
my
little.
team had 3 goals.
Yeah, and you scored 2 of them.
Nope.
It's just not smart playing.
Shot? No.
Again, instead of just rolling off the defender and then maybe cutting in or even just passing it, you just rip the shot.
Ooh.
Believe that's timeout for Mountain Vista.
Yeah.
We have a minute 24 left. Oh, my bad. Timeout Thunder Ridge.
I mean, if I was Thunder, I'd be taking
I wasn't too
timeouts
sure
too.
who had possession there because of the window we're in front of it. Passed through one of the bars and I
You
couldn't
got a
see.
big old bar right
Yeah.
in front of us, so.
So it is Thunder Ridge timeout. We do have a minute 24 left. 11 Mountain Vista, 3 Thunder Ridge.
Yep. And in that huddle, you can clearly see that Thunder Ridge looks gassed. They don't even look like a team right now.
Well, what I can see perfectly clear is you have the head coach, it looks like, talking to offense, and you have the defense talking to the defensive
Oh, yeah.
post.
But, you see guys scattered around.
No,
almost.
I get what
Some
you
guys
mean
like
completely. I feel
on
like
knees
they feel
just
a
out
need
of
to
it.
work on both positions right now, so I feel that the head coach said, hey, to
Yeah,
the defensive coach,
exactly.
go figure stuff out right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll go take the offense, I'm going to yell at them, and hopefully they'll play better. At Thunder Ridge, the main thing they have to do right now to get back into this is, honestly, they just need to stop making stupid shots.
Yeah.
I say stupid because, like we've called out multiple times, they're from the outside. They're not looking for open lanes. They're just ripping them. That will almost never work. Like I said, you could hit a defender.
So
the
you're
goalie's constantly
saying-
watching you.
So you're saying there's a chance that'll go in?
Nah, I mean, there's like the tiniest little percentage of a chance. If the goalie's not paying attention, then sure, maybe.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Sure, why
Okay.
not? I mean, it's like a 1 in 1,000 chance.
Hey, but it's there.
But there's a chance, yeah.
You see, Thunder are just taking about 1,000 shots of possession. So they're hoping
Well,
one will go.
the ones that make me kind of mad is like I can understand an outside one from, closer to the middle. But that last one we saw where it was far on the right side will never go in. There's
Yeah,
too much
that's-
of the goal blocked and you
that's
can't even
horrible.
see it. That was a really bad shot. Lucas Lopez is running back to X right now. I wonder if they're going to try to get it to him. Yep, they
Yeah,
did.
right there. Jonah turned around here. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Again, there is
That
a
was
chance.
a 15-yard shot. That's
There's the
impressive.
chance right there.
Yep, and I guess Jonah being a little lazy on that one.
I wouldn't say lazy. In
Or-
all honesty, it's
Good shot.
in all honesty, shots like that should never make it. Even a defender at that point should say, "Hey, I should throw myself in front of it." You laugh at that, but I've
But
done that
it's true.
before. I've had bruises as proof. The defender's goal, just like the goalie, is not to let the ball in.
Yeah.
So if you need to throw yourself in front of the ball to make sure it doesn't get there, you throw
will.
yourself in front of the ball. If you need to make sure the guy doesn't get to the crease, you throw yourself in front of the guy. It's the same concept. There's two people passing between you. You put your stick up in the air. You catch the ball or you knock it down.
And Mountain Vista looks like they've won another faceoff. Ooh, trying to get the fast break here.
Thunder Ridge trying to set back up their box defense. Oh, there it goes. Right into man on man.
It is collapsed.
Lasted for about 3 seconds there. Mountain Vista has about 40 seconds to get another goal off.
Mountain Vista can get right near that goal. That's wide open.
Ooh.
Ooh, good defense there.
I'm surprised that wasn't a one-handed slash, but he did hit the stick, so looks like it counted.
Oh. And
Fast break.
that is Bonjean coming out there.
Oh.
Oop, shot.
Oh.
Ooh, off the crossbar. Shot. Nope, that's a goal.
Ooh.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh, we got 10 seconds left.
Yep, and the score is now 12-4.
Yeah. It's been an interesting game so far. I do think that Thunder Ridge has just lost some motivation.
Some.
Yeah, I mean, they played so well in the first quarter.
They played well when they scored those first 3 goals, and then
Well, they were winning the first quarter. Their defense was doing great. Their offense was communicating with each other. They were passing. And now, like I said, the defense is overextending.
And then Mountain Vista, they took charge like no other.
Mountain Vista said, hey, maybe we shouldn't be down by 2 goals. And then in the second, they scored 5.
Hey, let's not.
No, you.
Oh. And that's another face-off win for Mountain Vista.
Passed it back to get that clear off. That was a smart decision. He was under too much heat
Shoot
from
it.
the middies.
Shoot it.
No, I will say, even though, you know, that only lasted 10 seconds, that was really smart what they did. Once they won the face-off, I wasn't too sure who was doing the face-off. I was pretty sure it's still Jackson Marshall. But he managed to get the ball. He passed it back and to a defender, you know, because he had way too many people on him. And then it was just beautiful. That's what I would have done in that position, just because the defender was open. He's able to clear it downfield to a midi who was already running towards the goal.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we'll be right back.
Here, before we do go, just let anyone know, if you are interested in watching the soccer game after this, we will have a broadcast directly after this for the soccer from Mountain Vista.
And it'll be right here at Chase Stadium. And as we get set for the fourth quarter here, Mountain Vista still has a 12-4 lead.
Will Mountain Vista win the face-off yet again? Find out right now. Okay, maybe like 2 seconds later, but
Right now.
there we go.
And would you look at that? Mountain
I
Vista
can
won.
predict the future.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, beautiful
Ooh.
push check.
Oh my goodness, a swarm of defenders here. Where's the ref at? And that ball will be going.
That was a timeout.
Oh. You see.
Looks like, yep, Thunder Ridge timeout. You know, only 15 seconds into the fourth.
Solid.
You do you, Thunder
Solid
Ridge. You
outcome.
do you.
Ooh.
As me and Ian were talking to each other during the break, we were saying, honestly, the only way that Thunder Ridge is going to come back right now is if they start playing smart again and they get motivated. They need to start working as a team.
And it does look like Mount Vista switched goalies. I believe that is number 23, Katie Marcus.
I'm pretty sure that's number 22, Garrett Breedling.
It does look like it.
Yeah. I realize you do not have your glasses right now. Next time we'll bring binoculars.
Nah, I just had a bad angle on it.
Yeah, sure.
Shut up. Even in football, these jerseys are the exact same. You can't read the numbers from more than 10 yards away.
Yeah. I mean, I do like our jerseys, but it kind of sucks that they have dark green on black.
Yeah, I mean, they could have found something else. But, oh well.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And here we go again. We have Thunder Ridge with possession because they called the timeout.
You know.
Looking for that fast break.
Oh,
shot.
Thunder trips there. Flag will go up.
Now, what you'll notice there with number 21 on Thunder Ridge took the shot, that is Justin Verdon. Again, he fired from super far out on the outside, especially his biggest mistake there were no defenders. You could have ran in.
Yeah,
Could have ran in, and even if Jonah walked out to hit you, you could have taken the shot like 5 feet in front of the goal. Or, sorry, not Jonah. I forgot we switched. Oh, never mind. They put Jonah back in. I was right. My producer needs to stop yelling random stuff to me.
That's not very nice, please.
Again, passes to X. They got Lucas Lopez back there at X. I'm sure if they give him the ball again, he'll probably try to take a shot. That's been the pattern.
No matter where he at.
Now Thunder Ridge is playing smarter. They're starting to cut.
Oh, really now? Because that was at least a 13-yard shot.
I didn't say their shooting got better. I said their playing got smarter. Like right here. See how they're passing to each other? At least they're doing that now instead of just taking shots randomly. Now, there's a shot. And we can call it before we seize it because we see the windup, and that's been the pattern recently. Fight for ball at midfield line. It's Thunder Ridge possession. Oh, nope. Mountain Vista got it back.
Oh, he's going to try to take it.
He tried to run through 2 defenders.
No bueno on that one.
Thunder Ridge now in turn with a fast break.
Ooh! Big shot there.
Bad pass.
He was looking at the defender.
Well,
He wasn't looking where he was throwing it.
That was not a pass. He tried to pass it to number 21, Justin Verdon, and he missed it. That was 100% a pass.
That defender was coming.
It's, you know, like Jaws. They see the defender coming. They're like, I got to get out of here. Thunder Ridge making sloppy passes again.
Yeah, it's...
Now they're setting up. Let's see if they can manage to get a shot off.
Oh, you going to wind up? Ooh.
Lucas Lopez with the ball.
Out to X. Back to X. Back to Lopez.
Well, Lopez is X.
Oh. I need my glasses.
Not sponsored.
Sponsored by who? My glasses. Ooh.
Ooh. Fight
Nice.
for the ball at the 40 line.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness!
That's a penalty. He just
might
checked
wanna
him
throw
to
the flag
he
on
just
that.
push checked him to the throw, and it was a running check, which are both illegal. That's a penalty, Thunder Ridge, for sure. You can't run up check in lacrosse. That's illegal. You have to be, I believe the rule is you can take a step, and that's it for push checks.
Yeah. That one looked like it hurt.
Well, not only that, he managed to catch him underneath the chin, which is also
Got him
illegal.
at the chest too.
You got to hit the
Gone.
chest. Or if it's, them throwing stick checks, you got to hit the stick. But that was 100% a push, and he shoved his throat in. So, painful. It's pretty much the equivalent of running up and punching someone in the throat.
No, believe me, I've had my fair share of hits like that. That's the word I'm looking for. Ooh.
Still Mountain Vista possession. They were quick enough to run out there and get it. Ball's going to be with, I'm sorry, I can't remember. My mind just blanked.
Ooh, Hancock is winding up there. McFarland winded up there. That was okay.
It was a nice job. Ooh, come on.
There it is.
There's another penalty because Thunder
Okay.
Ridge just all of a sudden decided, hey, let's throw illegal checks, run up
Thunder
and
Ridge-
shove people.
Thunder is angry right now.
And that's just going to make them more angry. Now they have 2 people in the penalty box. So Mountain Vista is now up by 2 men.
Thunderidge, you disappoint me.
Why do they disappoint you? You go to Mountain Vista.
They've always disappointed me, so.
We have it on film, boys. Get the soundbite. No, but that's... You saw that clearly, too, is he just completely ran from about 10 yards away and shoved him. You can't do that in lacrosse. It's completely
he came
illegal.
up. He was looking for the hit. He was not looking for the ball at all.
Well, the whole thing is, like I said, Thunder Ridge is not playing smart right now. They have the energy, but they're not using it to their advantage. They're using it to make dumb decisions, like shooting on the outside and hitting people from 10 yards away.
I mean, yeah.
We have 8 minutes, 53 seconds left. Score is still 12-4, Mountain Vista. Once again, I don't think Thunder Ridge is going to be able to come back if they keep playing the way they're playing. It's chaotic.
Jake, I'm going to be real with you. They ain't coming back.
Oh, trust me, I know, but we're supposed to be unbiased.
I got to be a little by.
Runs out on the field with the Mountain Vista flag. No, but honestly, the main issue is right now is both teams have good energy. They've been switching well enough. No one's tired. But Thunder Ridge is just very unmotivated. They're making dumb decisions, whereas Mountain Vista is able to perfectly still communicate past to each other. And like right now, they're waiting for someone to cut in and not taking shots from the outside.
Yeah. He was winding up that one. And that one will be sent out there, and that'll be Thunder at the ball.
No one ran after it but Thunder Ridge, so by default.
I mean, yeah.
Defender's going to pass it back to Cody Birch. Not a untypical strategy in lacrosse. Normally you get it to the goalie because they're in the center, and then they can pass it to whoever they think will get it. In this scenario, it seems like Mountain Vista defense was who he aimed for.
And this fourth quarter has gone by at a
Very
slow
slow
pace.
rate. Probably
Not-
because the ref blows the whistle every couple seconds.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Mountain Vista's ball taken in down the center. Once again, they're just going to sit up top, pass it back and forth until they get someone with an open lane. Mountain Vista could just be trying to stall at this point, but I think they're looking more for cutter lanes, just like right now. Bad pass, though. That just ruined it.
And it's ruined.
Once again, Cody Birch is going to go ahead and clear it. He passes instead. Now, he got lucky there. His midi was 100% just stuck between two defenders, but he managed to get past them, so it worked out.
Thunder's lining up for the shot, and that one goes off the turf.
Yeah,
and he knows that he messed up right there too. So
yeah, I would mention his name, but I do not actually see number 1 on the roster. I only have a number 2 for Thunder Ridge. So right now we're just gonna call him Uno. Uno took a bounce shot from about 25 yards away.
He threw it almost straight at the ground too.
Yeah, that's the issue with a lot of middies and attackman sticks is they will, make the mesh so that they can take bounce shots easier, but then taking shots from the outside kind of screw them up.
Yeah. Shot. And that would have been good if it was soccer.
But it ain't. Mountain Vista's defense still being very aggressive.
Shot. Goal.
Now, I can see why they let that goal in there. Main issue is he had, that was Jackson Marshall in goal. He had 2 defenders in front of him, and instead of the defenders putting their stick up to block the shot, they just left them at their sides. He shot over the defenders, and that would have been a really hard shot to see. So,
and
can't blame him for letting
correction
that
on the player. That is number 22, Garrett Breeling.
My bad. Thank you. Thank you, Producer Blaze, for correcting me after I was already corrected. Yeah, I lost my mind there for a second.
Yeah, I know.
And that's why I have you.
For a second or for a while?
For a second. I got you there to correct me, though, when I lose my mind. I'm just too focused on defense because I love it.
Oh, man. Very slow fourth quarter, surprisingly.
Yeah, we have 6 minutes left. Thunder Ridge at 5. Mountain
Shot.
Vista
Ooh, great save there.
His head's in it now. Oh.
Ooh.
Luckily, they passed it into the crease, so no one could still get it. Yeah. I don't think he was prepared for that pass. Mountain Vista's ball. Defense hasn't set up yet. They should have just ran in and tried to score, considering they're up by 12 as well. Or sorry, up by 8.
Many point. And possession will go to Thunder Ridge again.
Back and forth is the name of the game right now.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh, fight at midfield for Lucas Lopez. Looks like he's going to try to run it. Oh, he tried to pass it.
Great swat there. Oh, they go.
Flag on the field. Looks like it was a slash. It looked like a slash to me, if I'm honest. I don't know what the ref would have called it. It was offsides. It looked like slash. It was actually a penalty for offside, so it's going to be Thunder Ridge's ball. Looked like a slash to me, but, refs see things differently. Sometimes I wish that our broadcasting booth had a little bit more of an angle so I could see downward. That way I might have actually seen the offside.
Yeah.
Oh. Mountain Vista had a good opportunity to try to push them out of bounds there, but Thunder Ridge managed to get around them.
Yeah, but Mountain Vista.
Ball's still on the ground.
Thrown back at the goalie almost. Ooh.
Beautiful. That right there makes me very happy because Garrett Breeling ran out of goal to actually try to get
Shot.
the ball. Goalies should always do that. They should never just stay in the crease. They have just the same capability to go hit some people and get that ball. Just realize once they get the ball, they can't step back into the crease, so they gotta run.
They got run.
That was one of the smartest goalie decisions I've seen so far in this game, though, is to come out and hit him, because if he would have got that ball, there were no defenders down there. So Mountain Vista overextending a little bit. Left a shooting lane open.
Goal.
12-6.
3:53 to go.
Mountain Vista is still playing really well right now. It just looks like Thunder Ridge's offense is starting to get a better mindset. They're starting to come in more. They're starting to take shots that are not on the outside as much. There's been a couple, but not a lot.
Unfortunately, too much, too late.
Game's still young. We got 4 minutes left. You look at me like I'm crazy. I've seen it happen before.
Well, that would suck, wouldn't it?
For those of you that did not know, Ian has never played lacrosse, so he's never seen
Never
games
really
that have just gone from 6-12 to 13-12. I, on the other hand, have seen that happen multiple times, so I'm still a skeptic. Mountain Vista's just trying to work it around. Thunder Ridge's defense has definitely switched to more of a man-on-man, but it looks like something that's barely been practiced because they're overextending.
Yeah. Oh.
Mountain Vista's ball, though. Luckily.
That was a good look there on the Mountain Vista.
Yeah. See, that's also, for those that don't know, that's mainly the X's job as well. If that ball goes out of bounds, they better run to go get it. That way their team keeps possession on offense.
Good pass
Beautiful.
inside.
That was a beautiful cut and a beautiful pass. That was number 12, Luke Brown, a junior at Mountain Vista who just scored. He ran in for that cut and managed to take that shot
Oh,
off.
it was beautiful. It was a beautiful pass, beautiful shot.
Probably my favorite goal of the game so far.
I would agree.
It would have been that behind-the-back pass if they had managed to get that off. But as we said, Cody Birch was just prepared for those fast breaks earlier in the game. Another face-off. Mountain Vista immediately wins possession.
Jeez.
We got Landon Nolta.
Oh.
And it's still Mountain Vista's possession.
Yep.
Goalie tried to run for it. Good job, Cody Birch. You were close, but not fast enough. Mountain Vista's going to try to pass around the outside right now until they can get a cutter in.
Ooh. Ankles are gone on that one.
You know what they say, man. Turf is slippery.
Uh-huh. People that say that haven't played on turf.
In all honesty, I prefer normal grass instead of synthetic.
It depends what I'm doing, honestly.
Main reason I don't like turf for lacrosse, ball bounces more, so a lot more bounce shots
it does
are taken.
bounce more.
So as a goalie, I prefer grass because they can't do that.
It doesn't work too well.
Ooh, just didn't manage to get in the stick before he was checked. Defense and Middy's going to fight for it. Beautiful pass in the air. Saves it from being outside.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
good pass.
Good
Just to
job,
kick
number
it out.
50, Cam Brown. Was on his knees and still managed to keep the ball in. And number 29 just laying into Mountain Vista even though he didn't have the ball. Mountain Vista's going to work it around the outside right now unless he manages to pull off a roll dodge. Back at X. Defenders were overextending. Luckily, that bar just saved Cody Birch from another goal. That could have ricocheted the other way, though, too.
Could have been dangerous.
Thunder Ridge once again trying to set up for a play. And he's going to rip it from the outside, just like earlier. Justin Verdon over there trying to take a shot from about 20 yards away. Not the best decision. Not in any way, shape, or form.
All right, and with 42 seconds here, Mountain Vista's going to try to
Mountain
close out
Vista's
this
gonna
game.
Run it up. Oh,
Thunder want to play a little dirty. All right.
we got a catch by Uno. Once again, we don't actually have his name on the roster, so
Uno. And that shot would go wide left.
we'll give Uno that. He did have a good catch. Mountain Vista's goalie is calling out people who could potentially cut. Beautiful communication right now. 25 seconds left. At this point, it is Mountain Vista's game. Oh, there goes Lucas Lopez with the shot from the outside. And magically, he just shot through 2 defenders and a goalie. So,
well, Mountain Vista does have their backups, all their backups in there at the moment.
that'll bring the score back to 13-7. Mountain Vista winning with 13 seconds left.
Woo.
It's been a good game. Now, I will say Thunder Ridge, after the first half, just kind of fell apart.
After the first quarter, they seemed to just
They played
want
pretty
it anymore.
decently in the second, but Mountain Vista, of course, got
Mountain
their
Vista just took
like
charge.
5-point lead, and then it kind of fell apart after that. It's definitely been an interesting game. There's been a lot of movement. It hasn't been super slow. Mountain Vista fighting for that. There's a cross check. That's what they just called. That's why Thunder Ridge now has possession.
And with 9 seconds to go, Thunder Ridge has
5,
possession.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And this one's over. From Shea Stadium, Mountain Vista wins it 13-7. And I'm Ian Hudgens.
I'm Jake Torres. Stay tuned for soccer.
Yep.